It said everything happens for a reason, but maybe everything happens for a Reese's. Take noise-canceling headphones. Do they block hearing to heighten taste? That sound seems to show everything happens for a Reese's.
Energía baja, falta de concentración, niebla mental. You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero Powders han sido diseñados científicamente para ayudarte a mejorar el balance de hidratación en el cuerpo. Hechos con la mezcla número 1 de electrolitos, sin colores ni sabores artificiales. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Signos de dehidratación leve y moderada. Consulta a tu médico si los síntomas persisten.
Belly Gang Kushington, no jewelry, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a new episode for you today. We're talking about the XXL freshman Belly Gang Kushington. I mean, like, the last time we checked him out was that 21 Savage feature, and I'm gonna be real. I remember I checked out that song, and kind of 21 Savage ruined the song. Which is kind of funny. You know, I was expecting to say 21 Savage killed it on that song, but no. Absolutely not. Belly Gang Kushington actually did his fucking thing on there. So, the first review we checked out from him was actually pretty fucking good. So, this one, you know, I'm pretty surprised. I was wondering if I was going to like this song. And honestly, I will say this too. I'm pretty impressed by this song alone. This is number 2 trending, which is pretty cool on YouTube. Belly Gang Kushington is fucking killing it once again. This song's called No Jewelry. Sorry, I just woke up. I will say that. I just woke up, got straight to it. So, no Kushington, no jewelry, Belly Gang Kushington. Let's get into it. You know, I saw on Twitter, you know, people were saying, you know, wait, is this guy actually white?
Energía baja, falta de concentración, niebla mental. You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero Powders han sido diseñados científicamente para ayudarte a mejorar el balance de hidratación en el cuerpo. Hechos con la mezcla número 1 de electrolitos, sin colores ni sabores artificiales. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Signos de dehidratación leve y moderada. Consulta a tu médico si los síntomas persisten.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
And that's how I saw the song at first. These people were like, wait, this guy's white? What the fuck is going on? Obviously not white. Come on. Lock in. Just like lock in. I don't know why people don't lock in, but like lock in. Come on, guys. Anyways, let's get into the song No Jewelry, starting off with the beat. I actually do enjoy this beat. You know, I like the melody. You know, it's nothing crazy. I will say it's kind of like high pitch horn and then kind of chill beat, but there's not really much of a beat to it, honestly. So I would say if you were rapping over this is kind of hard to rap over because, you know, the beat is not necessarily a main component. It's kind of just, you know, using the melody. There is that little bit of a punch, but like, you know, the punch is not too there. So you really got to lock in when you're rapping over it. I will say, you know, maybe if some beat switches would have been fire. Something like that, maybe like boom, beat switch, then the beat comes raging in. Something like that. I will say, that first 5 seconds is the whole entire beat. So you have to make this work. And in my opinion, it's not the worst thing when this happens. This always happens when I'm listening to music. But I will say, this beat is kind of a little bit of samey. It's a kind of a little bit like, alright, maybe some beat switches would help out. Maybe some different elements would help this song out. I'm just going to be real with you. I just wish it was a little bit better beat department-wise. But other than that, beat department-wise, this is a pretty well song. Pretty good song, too. And I was kind of surprised. Because, I think, alright, how many times have I checked out an XXL Freshman on this show? And it has made me go, yeah, this is why I don't want to check out their fucking music. When has that ever happened? Well, most of the time that's happened. I'm just going to be real with you. Especially these lately. Especially these XXL Freshmen lately. I mean, just put a gun to my head. I mean, what are we even doing here? So overall, really nice beat. I will say the beginning verse is actually pretty fucking good. I'm liking the flow. I'm liking how Belly Gang Kushington is sounding on here. Overall sounds pretty fucking fire. And also, too, guys, when I'm listening to the song, I'm having a really nice moment because, Belly Gang Kushington is actually switching up his flows, which is a pretty cool thing. I was wondering if Belly Gang Kushington can actually, really, switch up his flows, kind of really go crazy on. So I was wondering if he could do that same thing, on the song, which is actually, he did really well. There's some really nice, really cool faster flow switches that he does on this song that just, sound overall fire. And I think it's one of those things where I'm listening to the song and I'm like, alright, this sounds actually really fucking fantastic. The way the flow switches are happening, honestly, he's switching up his flows more. When I complain about rappers not switching up.
Energía baja, falta de concentración, niebla mental. You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero Powders han sido diseñados científicamente para ayudarte a mejorar el balance de hidratación en el cuerpo. Hechos con la mezcla número 1 de electrolitos sin colores ni sabores artificiales. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Signos de dehidratación leve y moderada. Consulta a tu médico si los síntomas persisten.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Their flows. Hey, here's a rapper that's switching up their flows, over and over and over again. I do like how every other 10, 20 seconds, boom, flow switch, boom, flow switch, and I'm liking that. I'm liking all those elements 100%. So, really cool. That's all in this song. I would say, Belly Gang Kushington kind of killed it with this song. Now, there's not really much of a hook. It kind of just says, put your jewelry back on, no jewelry. This is not one of those rap songs where there's a hook. So, no, there's no hook. It's kind of like doing some rapping, kind of like a freestyle type of thing, and then kind of, closing out. But, usually when I check out these tracks, I'm not having a good time, mostly because the rapping, the flows stay the same. All the elements are just not really hitting, in my opinion. It's not one of those times. I would say it's not one of those times. I'm really glad that, hey, this song sounds fucking fire. So, overall, we talk about Billy Gang Kushington, No Jewelry. XXL Freshman, second song I've checked out. Number 2 on trending is Billy Gang Kushington, one of the next rappers next up. I'd say he's doing a pretty damn good job. I think, here's my thing about Billy Gang Kushington, and I think, in the future, this can really, elevate his music. I think we're on, the point where the elevation is happening, but I think we are missing a couple of key components. I think if we had more beat switches, I think if more beats were pronounced, I think if he does like an album, I think he should, have some more beats where, the trap beat is definitely there. The drum beat, the drum switch ups, just add some little bit of some switch ups. And also switch up your flow when those beat switches come. Because if he does that, if he can switch up his flow on beat switches, kind of like how, like Drake or, all these other rappers that have, been around. If he can start doing that, I think that would make his music even better. And I think that would elevate the sound. So already Billy Gang Kushington is like going down a really good path. And I'm excited to see what he does next. I think every song we've checked out, hey, he's killed it. He's killed it. So good for Billy Gang Kushington. This is No Jewelry is actually a pretty fucking good song. Just again, some beat switches. And if he could do the flow switches on the beat switches too, that would be fantastic. And I think if he can do that, I think, his music will be some of the best, rap music out there in 2026. But he's got the voice. He's got the flow switches. He's got all those different elements going for him. So overall, when we talk about Billy Gang Kushington, No Jewelry, not, the best beat. This beat's definitely a little bit quiet. It's one of those beats where I'm like, all right, gets the job done. I guess if you're doing kind of like a freestyle thing, this could definitely do it. But there's like no drums. Y'all ever just listen to a beat and you're like, man, this sounds really fire. But like, what if we put some drums? What if we put some trap drums? What if we put a drum loop on this beat? I think it would sound more fire. Y'all ever just listen to a song like that? It's one of these things where I just listen to a song, I'm like, what if we had a drum loop on here? Like, that would elevate the motherfucking song. So, overall, Billy Gang Kushington, No Jewelry, I enjoyed it. I love the flows. I love the flow switches. The faster flows sound absolutely fantastic. Overall, I'm easily going to give this song a nice solid. And I don't say this lightly. I think, we can start with these ratings, and then, Billy Gang Kushington can move to, higher as it goes on. So, overall, I'm going to easily give this...
Energía baja, falta de concentración, niebla mental. You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero Powders han sido diseñados científicamente para ayudarte a mejorar el balance de hidratación en el cuerpo. Hechos con la mezcla número 1 de electrolitos sin colores ni sabores artificiales. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Signos de dehidratación leve y moderada. Consulta a tu médico si los síntomas persisten.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Song is 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. What'd y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And, it's kind of funny. I've been getting some comments lately, and, people leaving me giant paragraphs. And, the people who have left me giant paragraphs, or not even just paragraphs, they're starting to come around. They're starting to just comment on the episodes, agreeing with my opinions. So, hey, the haters, they come around. Anyways, guys, y'all have a good one. I'll see you later. Yeah, guys. Bye.